Hi, good afternoon from Riga, Latvia. I'm here with my filmographer, Simon, and Simon is a friend of mine I've been hanging out with for about a week now. He's also traveling the world. Simon's from Santiago, Chile, and he studied film at his university, and he was telling me that social inequality is a huge problem in his country, and it's really hard for people to have quality access to good educations. There's a few people that have a lot of the money, and a lot of people have problems paying their school fees. And he told me that in the entire country, they missed an entire year of school because the students actually occupied the universities in protest. So there was an entire year where students in Chile were not getting a university education in protest of the social inequality and the fact that their government was not helping students receive a quality education. And that leads me to today's question that deals with a little bit with privilege and this idea of legacy and first generation college status and how does it all work. So some universities look at a legacy factor where if you have a mom or a dad or a cousin or a sister or brother that attended or is attending that university, then you get some preferential treatment in the admissions process. Universities do this for a variety of reasons. Those who have parents or siblings that also went to that university have higher rates of giving back after they graduate. Research also shows that students who come from legacy families that attend the same institution as their mother or father have a higher chance of completing that degree. And so universities have an incentive to give out some advantages to those who have a mom or dad or sibling that attended that university. Some people ask me, does UT Austin consider legacy in our admissions process? Sometimes students would say, yeah, I'm a sixth generation Longhorn and my great-great-great-grandfather was there in 1895 and got his engineering degree. And I have 28 siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles who all bleed orange. And does that make any difference? And the answer is no. UT does not ask that question on their applications. It's not something they will look at on your resume. Legacy does not matter for the UT Austin admissions process. It does for other universities, and that's an important question to ask when you're doing your college search, but for UT we don't. UT does take into consideration first generation college status. First generation meaning neither parent has received a college degree. UT looks at this because research shows that if you're a first generation college student, I'm a first generation college student for instance, neither of my parents attended college, let alone UT Austin. Research shows that first generation college students have a tougher time transitioning into college. They're less likely to stay after their first year, and they often graduate in 4 years at lower rates than their peers who have parents that did attend university or a brother or sister who is in school. And in fact, about 2/3 of students at UT Austin have one or both parents who attended college. And so one reason why UT does give preferential treatment to first generation college students is because of the disadvantages they have structurally by being born into a family that doesn't have a college-going culture. But then also those students are also less likely to come from high-income families. They're less likely to go to great high schools and so on. And for that reason, UT does give some advantages when reviewing the overall context of an applicant. They do consider whether a student had one or both parents who attended college. If you have any more questions about legacy or first generation status, please put them in the comments box of this YouTube video. If you want to learn more about UT Austin, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, visit my website, www.texadmissions.com. Thanks and have a great day.